After being swept in the Western Conference Finals by the Pelicans and watching them get swept by the 76ers, we knew our Kings had a ways to go even with a successful season, so into the offseason we go. Retirements included Al Horford, Rudy Gay, Brook Lopez, Kevin Love, Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose, Eric Gordon, Serge Ibaka, John Wall, Kemba Walker, Draymond Green, along with some fan favorites like Boban. We'll miss them. Russ is the only one to make the Hall of Fame from that list with his 20 points, 7 boards, and 8 assists average. He gets his jersey retired by OKC, and Draymond Green gets his jersey retired by the Warriors. The draft lottery gives us a chance at a Knicks lottery pick, but that pick is lottery protected, so what a waste of time. In lottery results, we have given pick 11 back to the Knicks, we have the 19th pick from the Grizzlies, and our 21st pick is with the Pelicans. The Spurs, Lakers, and Suns own the top 3 selections. Looking for a better pick, we move Nick Claxton, pick 19, and 2 seconds for pick number 7 from the Bucks via the Knicks. We then traded our first next season, and Charles Bassey, whom was rarely seeing the floor for us anyway, for the 13th pick from the Blazers. In the NBA draft, Lionel Hasty went number 1 to the Spurs, Miguel Tomato Jr. to the Lakers at 2, Thomas Lester to the Suns at number 3, Hayden Zack went 4th to the Celtics, and Johnny Keys was the 5th pick to OKC. The man we wanted at 7, Casey Wood, went to the Heat at 6. That left us choosing between D. Bear and Victor Williams, but ultimately our scouts felt that Williams had more potential for the future, and considering our rotation was full at the moment anyway, we went with Williams to grow in our system. James Sky went 8th to the Spurs, Ronald Bell to the Wizards at 9, and we frantically tried to trade from 13 to 10, but the Raptors weren't having it, and they took our guy D. Bear. David Rassa to the Knicks at 12, and then at 13 we went with Brady Sprout to join the Kings. In the draft recap, we do see that Williams has a potential for us, but so does D. Bear for the Raptors. Would have been real nice to have both of those guys. But here's a recap of the rest of this year's NBA draft. Let me know where your player was selected in the comment section below and what team you'll be rooting on. Of course, we signed both of our picks and accepted all of our young guys' options. Some shocking declines around the league, though, with Giannis, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, and John Collins all declining their options. In free agency, we did sign Vachin Kadali and rookie Peter Barry Carroll, but we couldn't afford both of them, and 2K just gave us Barry Carroll. So sorry, Vachin, you are now a Celtic, along with Giannis and Brandon Ingram, so it could be way worse. The rest of free agency was not too nuts, as Jason Tatum becoming a Clipper was really the biggest movement, other than Giannis and Ingram to the Celtics together. Scotty Barnes, Clint Capella, DeMar DeRozan, and Bobby Portis Jr. all joining the Bucks is fun though. Here's a look at the Kings' progression as Klinkstein's up to an 85 overall, Joe Sean Dillon climbs to an 83, and Owen Romero goes to 81. Unfortunately, Robert Williams' physical health went down a bit with his injury from last year, and he's a point worse because of it. If you would like to submit a player for next season's draft, now is the time to do that. I receive a lot of late entries weeks after these videos come out, and that's a bit too late at that point. I'm going to be trying to get people who are either channel members or haven't made players first, and then maybe you can get another player. But again, do not be submitting outside of my guidelines, as I will not be doing special requests or putting in players without all of the pertinent information. What I need from you, 1, is a name, and an appropriate one at that. 2, a position. Pick 2 or 3 top positions you'd like to be at, since if we have too many at one spot, we can put you in another. 3, a country if you'd like an international player, or a college if you'd like an American player. That's it. That's all I need. Nothing else. Then you see if your player's drafted next year. The rotation this upcoming season has not changed at all. We're still running with Klinkstein, Bain, Barrett, Murray, and Williams, with Dillon, Romero, D'Angelo, and Cooper coming off of the bench. But we do have drama to watch unfold this season. Robert Williams is looking to test free agency, and he will not sign an extension with us. Another thing to look out for is Keegan Murray. I do believe he's going RFA in this free agent period, so we should be able to match any offer to keep him with us. With Bain and Barrett, though, already in $30+ million contracts, we may need to deal Williams, get something for him now, so that we can match the offer to Murray come time, and maybe move him or RJ or Bain so that we can continue continue the proper business side of things and keeping our cap in order. But that's down the line in the next couple of episodes. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now it's time for the Season 4 opener in Phoenix against the Suns. The Suns have added Jaren Jackson Jr. and Garrett Adams is now their second option with no DeAndre Ayton on the team. But Devin Booker starts to come back early with a 3, and Garrett Adams keeps it going with a corner pocket triple. RJ Barrett knocks one down of his own to keep the Kings' lead going, and then it's Klinkstein from the corner unguarded for an easy swish. He was hot into the second with another pop for 3, and then another later as the little man was just scoring. Garrett Adams was keeping the Suns close, and their assists on the perimeter were just a beauty to end up giving them a lead. Just before half, it's Owen Romero taking it to the rack with a foul to get the Kings a small lead at halftime. But in the third, Booker heated up with a tying triple, and then Mikal Bridges nails one from downtown for the lead. Suns led deep into the quarter before Romero found Joshawn Dillon wide open for 3. And on the other end, Garrett Adams with a strong take to the rack. And then Klinkstein, the lovely feed in the fourth to Jamal D'Angelo under the bucket. Klinkstein knocked a wide open long ball down, but Devin Booker was just heating up as he hit one for the lead back on the step back, and then one straight on for a 5-point margin, and then another with just 1:12 to go to end the Kings' chances. Desmond Bane would hit a nice one later on. The foul game wasn't working for the Kings as they would go down by 6, 93-99, despite 32 points, 8 dishes from Klinkstein. Williams had a nice game with 16 points, 16 boards. But Booker dropped 39 points to lead the Suns, who had Jaren Jackson Jr. as their second option with only 14 points. If that game was any indication, this year should be fun, but not without its drama. What do you think of how the Kings should conduct business this season? Got any final record predictions for the year? Let me know. All of that in the comments section below. Shout out to all of the channel members going above and beyond, especially you franchise QBs. You guys know I love you. I love all of my FG fam. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.